how to deal with people who drain you.
Not everyone deserves access to your peace.
Let that sink in. It's not cruelty. It's clarity. Some people in your life don't just take up space. They extract your energy. Every time you talk to them, you walk away feeling heavier, not lighter. You keep asking, why do I feel so tired? But maybe it's not just your to-do list. Maybe it's who's on your call list. What energy vampires actually do. There's a specific kind of person who doesn't scream or argue. Instead, they sigh. They gossip. They vent. They show up not for connection,
but to download their emotional chaos into your inbox.
Modern psychology calls them energy vampires. But the Stoics had a clearer word: distractions. Because anything that takes your focus away from virtue, from your peace, purpose, and path, is a distraction. Here's the pattern. You listen, console, solve, sacrifice, and they stay exactly the same. Why? Because they're not looking for change. They're looking for attention, pity, or permission to stay stuck. Chronic complainers, the masters of subtle drain. Let's talk about chronic complainers, the emotionally exhausting experts of subtle sabotage. These aren't people in pain seeking help. These are people addicted to their problems and allergic to solutions. You offer advice. They ignore it. You suggest change. They list 12 reasons why it won't work. You try to redirect. They double down on why the world is unfair. And here's the thing. You start to feel like a bad person for not wanting to listen anymore. But hear me. Compassion doesn't mean sacrificing your sanity. Stoicism reminds us, don't let another's misery steal your clarity. You can be kind. You can be caring. But you are not required to be someone else's emotional landfill. Why we allow emotional drainers to stay. We tolerate draining people for 3 reasons. Guilt. They're my friend, my sibling, my coworker. Fear. They'll get angry if I distance myself. Habit. This is just how it's always been. But none of these are good enough reasons to betray your inner peace. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, it is not death that a man should fear, but never beginning to live. And you are not living when every conversation leaves you emotionally bankrupt. You can't grow in an environment that constantly pulls you backwards. Recognizing the drain. Here's how to know someone's draining you. You feel tired before the call even starts. You feel responsible for their emotional state. You feel worse about yourself after the conversation. You begin to rehearse what you'll say, or hide what you feel, just to avoid triggering them. That's not love. That's not connection. That's emotional manipulation dressed as neediness. You're not cold for recognizing it. You're clear, setting boundaries without guilt. Let's be real. Setting boundaries feels hard because we think it's rejection. But boundaries aren't walls. They're filters. You can say, I care, but I'm not available to hold space for this right now. This conversation feels heavy, and I need to step away. Let's talk about something more constructive, or not at all. You owe no essays, no apologies. The Stoics teach us, don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Epictetus. Peace isn't something you earn from others. It's something you protect from others. When it's family or colleagues, what if the person who drains you is family? A parent, a partner, a colleague? You may not be able to escape them, but you can redraw the emotional map. Stop expecting them to change. Limit time and topics. Decide ahead of time what you will and won't engage in. When the drama starts, exit the stage. You don't have to join every emotional fire drill. Seneca wrote, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Stop imagining it's your job to save them. Your real job? Protect your clarity. The power of selective energy. There's a moment in your life when you stop trying to be everything to everyone, and you start being peaceful with fewer people, but deeper with yourself. Your energy is currency. Would you hand your money to someone who wastes it? No? Then stop handing out your presence to people who only drain it. Let me leave you with this. Be careful who you give your energy to. Some people feed you. Others feed off you. Unknown. And the Stoics? They knew this truth better than anyone. Your peace is precious, and not everyone deserves access to it. If this spoke to something you've been carrying quietly, share it with someone who might need it too. And if you're learning to protect your peace, set boundaries and reclaim your energy. One thought, one change, each day. You deserve your peace back. Subscribe for more Stoic self-development.